going? I hope you're having a great Tuesday. What is going on? Let me know in the comments how your day is going so far. I'm so excited to be here because it is another day for meal prep recipes, and I'm super excited about it because I'm actually going to answer a question from my good friend Randy. So Randy was asking for some lunch meal prep ideas, which I think is perfect because for me, meal prepping is the solution to that feeling of overwhelm and frustration and just being stressed out whenever you like walk into the kitchen and you know you have to get like a healthy and delicious meal on the table, but you're like, where do I even start? And so for me, meal prepping was a huge solution to that because I love the idea of just walking into the kitchen and having a bunch of food already prepped in your fridge, or just adding a couple of extra ingredients so that you have healthy and delicious meals, whether it be lunchtime like we're doing today, or dinner time, or any time of the day or night. So, hey Chris, how's it going? Thanks so much for being here. So today I'm answering Randy's question, which is what can I do for some different lunchtime meal prep stuff? And she also asked, how can I reinvent leftovers? Because I'm sure we've all been there where we have these leftovers and we're getting super burned out on it. Can anyone like attest to that? Because I definitely can. Having leftovers can be really boring, or you can implement a couple of my really simple tips today to help transform your leftovers so that you don't ever feel like you're having the same thing over and over again today, or over and over again during the week. So what we're going to start off today is with some really simple salad bases. And all I'm going to do is show you how you can transform each of these salad bases into totally different salads. Now, before you are like turning this off because you're like, another salad, these are really hearty and delicious, just scrumptious tasting salads that you are definitely gonna love because I love them. And I'm not the kind of person that like willingly wants to sit down and eat a salad unless it tastes amazing and unless it has some really delicious ingredients that make me feel interested in it and not bored. So what we're gonna start off with is this really simple salad base. So all I have here is just a quarter of a cabbage. This is a white cabbage. You could use whatever color you have. And the reason why I chose cabbage instead of something like iceberg lettuce, Chris said, I'm one of those weirdos that doesn't mind leftovers. I hear you. I actually think that there are some leftovers that are totally great, just reheated. But when you've had it for several days, I can tell that like my husband's getting burned out, my kids are getting burned out on it. So I need to like really come up with some interesting ways to change it up so they don't feel like we're having the same old thing again and again. So once again, we're starting off with this really simple salad base with the cabbage. And the reason why I chose cabbage is just because it is a really hearty leaf. Like if you choose something like iceberg lettuce or spinach, it can tend to wilt in the fridge. And so I don't want to do that. I want to make sure that I make a couple of salads that can really last for a few days in the fridge without wilting, because there's nothing worse than opening up. Like, have you ever gotten those salads from the grocery store and they're like wilting and they definitely don't look like something you want to eat? Hey, Randy, how's it going? So that's why I want to choose, first of all, ingredients that are going to stand up to being cut up, put in the fridge for a couple of days, but are not going to get that awful like wilty look and make me not want to eat it. The point here for meal prepping is to make food that you really want to eat. So that's why we're here. I love cabbage. If you didn't like cabbage, absolutely do something like kale, because while that is a green, it's really hearty. It really stands up to being in the fridge, especially when it's cut up and like dressed like we're going to do it here today. So all I'm doing is I have 3 of these containers. These are my meal prep containers that I normally use. And I'm going to put a portion of the cabbage. This is just really finely sliced cabbage. So, ta-da, see how fine it is? It just makes it more salady and less like you're a rabbit trying to eat like a huge leaf of cabbage. Okay, Randy said, I've never thought of using cabbage instead. Yes, yes. So she says, the store-made salads being gross and rubbery, that is my worst nightmare. So let's avoid that if we can. So I have 3 of these meal prep containers in front of me, and I'm just going ahead and filling them up with some of that cabbage that we really finely sliced. And I think that just the texture of really finely sliced cabbage is way more appealing than having those big leaves like we talked about before. So they're in to these containers. And next up, we're going to add the second of only a 3-ingredient salad base. So I have some carrots, and all I did, so I usually meal prep some carrots like this. They're just matchsticks, like this, you see? Just little matchsticks, and I put a little bit of water in the container too, just to help it to stay moist. So this is something I like to have during the week because I put it on the sides of my kids' sandwiches, or I add it into like stir fries, and it's already prepped and ready to go. So I'm going to add about like this much into each of our little meal prep containers. I'm just basically dividing up what I have left over. It's about a half a cup of these matchstick carrots, and just putting them into our little meal prep containers because that's our second ingredient for this 3-ingredient salad base. And I'm so excited because, guys, you are not going to believe how different all of these salads are going to look afterwards. Ooh, I'm so happy about it. Okay, because also I get to eat these later. So, I mean, not all of them. Well, maybe all of them. Who knows? So yeah, so those are the carrots in there. And this is what it looks like right now. So we have our cabbage and our carrots just piled up there. And my third ingredient is sugar snap peas. So this is one of my favorite things to get at the grocery store because I love the crunch of these little guys. They add so much texture and they add so much flavor because I love the sweetness of them. So all I'm doing is just roughly chopping them. And I'm going to add a handful to each of our little salad bases here. And I think I'm probably going to end up finishing this bag. So let me just pull these out. Ta-da! Okay, so tell me guys, how's your day been going? It is literally raining here right now. Yesterday it was like 80 degrees and now it's raining. The weather right now has been crazy. Who knows what's gonna happen next? It's probably gonna like hail later because it's literally been hailing here as well, like very randomly. It's been so unusual. Okay, so I'm adding the rest of the sugar snap peas into our little bowls here. And this is what it looks like, just to show you, this is what we're working with. So we have our sugar snap peas, our carrots, and then the cabbage underneath. And now we get to do the fun work, which is adding our different sauces. So if you get burned out on having the same old leftovers again and again, then I highly suggest integrating different kinds of healthy sauces so that you can really feel like you're eating different things during the week. So can you guys hear my kids? They're supposed to be having quiet time, but they're actually just being really loud right now. So apologies if that's what you hear in the background. So for the very first meal prep salad that we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna make this a twist on one of my favorite Indonesian dishes, which is called gado-gado. And that basically means a mixture of vegetables or a mixture of ingredients. And so we're going to do the same salad, and we're gonna top it with peanut sauce. So what's really cool is I have a cup of peanut butter here. It can be whatever peanut butter you have. I happen to be using Jif today, and it's crunchy, so it's gonna have the little bits of peanuts in it, which is gonna make the texture delicious and amazing on this particular salad. So we have our 1 cup of peanut butter here. I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon, or maybe half a tablespoon of soy sauce. And then we're gonna add in a little bit of honey because we wanna balance the saltiness of the soy sauce with a little bit of sweetness. So about the same amount of honey. And then notice also, if you are using a sweetened peanut butter, definitely you wanna taste this so that you don't make it too sweet and you don't make it too salty. But also we're gonna add in a little bit of garlic powder. So this is just gonna take the savory notes up a notch, so it makes it really interesting. And then it's about a half a teaspoon, and I'm gonna add in some chili. So this is sambal, and if you've been following for a while, this is basically the Asian chili paste. So it's got chilies, it's got vinegar, and what else does it have in this? Salt. And that's basically the top 3 ingredients out of this, but this is just gonna add lots of spice and heat to this sauce, which I love. And it's gonna be such a great combination with like the saltiness from the soy sauce, the sweetness from the honey, and having the additional heat is really gonna keep your mouth interested and wanting to take another bite and another bite. So next up we have half of a lemon. I'm just gonna squeeze in probably, let's see, like a teaspoon of lemon juice. Having that acidity in there is really gonna cut through the creaminess of the, I need a towel. Let me just grab a towel real quick. Okay, so having that lemon juice for acidity is really gonna cut through the creaminess of the peanut butter, so it's not like cloying on your tongue. So that's all in there now. And then really the last thing we need to do is add some hot water to thin it out and help it really mix together really easily. So let me grab the hot water. I just boiled the kettle. And so all we're going to do is continue to add in a little bit more hot water until we get the consistency that we want. And this really can differ depending on what kind of consistency you like for peanut sauce. Hopefully you've had peanut sauce before. Usually it's pretty thick. So I would liken it to like the texture of tomato ketchup, kind of like that thickness, but you could make it as thin as you wanted to. Totally depends on what you like. And then we're just going to give this a good stir until we get it all incorporated. The hot water is going to allow the peanut butter to really melt into the rest of the ingredients. And it's going to get really thick and delicious. This looks so good. Oh, I'm so hungry. For me, Indonesian food is definitely like a comfort food. So being able to have it for lunch is so good, especially like on these rainy days when you can't really go outside too much because you never know when it's going to start raining again or hailing or something. I just love the idea of being able to sit down on the couch with an awesome salad and a good book and just like enjoying myself. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? So right now the texture is pretty thick. Let me show you a little bit closer. So you can see it's still really thick. So I'm going to add in more hot water just so I can continue to thin it out. And that's probably in total of like a cup of water that I added to it. And I'm just going to continue to stir it in. And then really this is coming together really quickly, guys. So we've been on for about 11 minutes right now. And we're almost done with our first salad. Oh yeah, this looks so good. So now this is thinned out way more. And it's a much more pourable consistency. So can you see that? Really delicious. Okay, now the way that we're going to finish off this gado-gado salad, which is our Indonesian salad, is we're going to top it with an egg. So I made these sous vide eggs. You can also just use hard-boiled eggs, but normally on a gado-gado salad, you're going to have some kind of protein. Sometimes it's meat, but usually they always add a hard-boiled egg that's been halved. So let me just halve it for you right now. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, I love these sous vide eggs because look how they're soft-boiled. So they're a little bit soft in the middle. They're not totally like rock hard in the middle, which can be kind of off-putting. Like, you know how sometimes you see those eggs that have been hard-boiled and sometimes they're just like gray around the yolk. Have you ever seen that? That is something I really dislike. So I always like to just not overcook my eggs because it also makes that like sulfury smell as well. So we have our boiled egg on top there, just a little bit to the side, and I'm going to drizzle on some of our delicious peanut sauce. And literally, guys, that's it for your Indonesian gado-gado. If you wanted to add like steamed potatoes, like sweet potatoes or white potatoes to this, you absolutely could. That's usually another ingredient in gado-gado, and that just gives it more heartiness for the salad. But look how good this looks. I mean, who wouldn't want to eat that? I'm probably going to be eating this after this live, to be completely honest. So that is number one, our Indonesian salad, our Indonesian gado-gado. Now for our second meal prep salad, we're gonna make this into a taco salad. So what I did was, on Sunday, I prepped some ground meat with taco seasoning, which is a really easy thing to do. And all we're gonna do to this particular salad bowl is top it off with some of that ground meat that has the taco seasoning on it. And you can make your own taco seasoning, or let me know if you want my recipe because I can give that to you as well. Whoops. Oh, actually, you know what? The taco seasoning recipe that I use is in the download that you get when you sign up for the giveaway. So I have a giveaway going on right now, which is for an amazing cookbook that's all about sous vide. It's called The Home Chef's Sous Vide Cookbook, and it's for my friend Jenna Pissarro. And I'm giving away, when you sign up for the giveaway, I'm literally just giving you all of the things. So I'm giving you a bunch of recipes, 5 amazing meal prep recipes that I love, that I use all the time. And yeah, I'm just giving it to you because why not get gifts? I love gifts. I love giving you guys stuff for free. So I wanted to give you that as well as let you win this cookbook for my friend Jenna. It's such a great cookbook. It tells you how easy it is to do sous vide, like these sous vide eggs that we talked about before, as well as a ton of other recipes that are so easy, but it makes you look like you're a fancy gourmet chef because they just look so cool, and the texture of the food is going to be so delectable that you won't want to do anything else. So make sure you go to my latest post on nourishwithrenata.com, and that's how you'll find the info to sign up for the giveaway. Really, you have nothing to lose. I just keep giving you stuff, and you can also win a cookbook. So really, guys, go ahead and sign up for that. So we have our taco meat on top of our cabbage and our carrots and our sugar snap peas. Now you could also top this with corn, you could top it with some grated cheese, but all I'm gonna do is top it with a little bit of red salsa that I have left over from one night when we did takeout. And I'm just gonna top it with that because the salsa isn't gonna affect really the flavor. We want this to be like a Mexican inspired taco salad. And you could, you just put it on top, and you can heat up this whole salad. So what's cool about these particular ingredients is that you can absolutely heat them up in this container, or you can just eat them cold, totally up to you. But I love the idea of doing like a really simple taco salad. If you had chips to go on the side, who wouldn't want that? And of course you could add other things like beans, rice, grated cheese. That would be so, so good on this taco salad. And then for my last one, we're gonna do a really quick and easy chef salad. Now, what's cool about chef salad is literally you can throw anything on top of your salad, which I think is so fun. So what I'm gonna do here is get some lunch meat. So just like adding a couple of different ingredients to your salads can make all the difference in the world. So I'm just gonna slice up this lunch meat, and this is turkey lunch meat. We always have turkey lunch meat just because, it's easier for the kids to have sandwiches at lunchtime. So I'm gonna top off the salad with our lunch meat that I just sliced up. And then now I'm gonna add in my other egg, my other sous vide egg. Ta-da! I'm just gonna halve that as well, but you could totally cut it into quarters. Actually, I might cut it into quarters just for something a little bit different. And I'm gonna cut that up. Oh, it looks so good. I'm so hungry. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna put this egg just positioned on top of my little salad. So, so good. And then we need a dressing to go on top of this as well. So I'm going to add, let me just try to get my eggs positioned over here. Okay, so I'm gonna add this easy Dijon salad dressing that I made. And so literally this is just equal parts Dijon, maple, and water. I added in a little bit of like half a clove of garlic, salt and pepper, and just mix it all together. And that's literally it. It's so easy. You can keep it in the fridge for whenever you want a salad, but it's like a perfect pourable consistency. It has like a really beautiful Dijon mustard flavor. But of course, if you wanted to put your own salad dressing on it, like you like ranch dressing or you want a vinaigrette of another kind, by all means, do that. Really, the important thing about cooking is using the flavors and the ingredients that you like. And this is just really a template. This is just like a map, a go-by that you can use to make delicious lunches without having to feel like you're eating the same thing all the time. This is just a simple way to incorporate different flavors so that you never have to feel bored of the meals that you've prepped and you always are excited about lunches. Look at this delicious salad. You have the cabbage, the carrots, the sugar snap peas. We've got this awesome protein from both our egg and our turkey lunch meat, and then a drizzle of that beautiful Dijon dressing. So good. So literally, guys, we have 3 awesome salads. We have our Indonesian gado-gado. We have our taco salad. Ta-da! And then last but not least, we have our awesome chef salad with anything on it that you want, but delicious looking. So, so good. That is literally it, guys. We made 3 different salads here today. They're all using the same salad bases, which is the cabbage, the carrots, and the sugar snap peas that are gonna hold up to being in the fridge for a couple of days. They're gonna hold up to having the salad dressing already on them, and you can still heat them up if you wanted to have it warm, which is totally cool to do that. But they all have totally different flavor profiles. And the way that we did that is with the sauces or the dressings that we use. And that's a tip that I actually share in my course called 30-Minute Meal Prep. It's literally a step-by-step guide on how you can meal prep faster, easier, and more efficiently than you ever have before without having to feel like, one day a week you have to spend hours in the kitchen just knocking out like 1 million meals for the rest of the week, and then you get to like Wednesday and you're burned out on everything that you've made. So that's one of the tips that I share in that course, just making different healthy sauces, or buying healthy sauces, or utilizing sauces that you may have gotten from your takeout. I think this is a great option for everyone to really get ahead on their healthy eating, to make sure they're staying on track, but never feeling like they are not getting healthy and delicious meals any day of the week. And what's not to love about that? Okay, guys, so tomorrow's live, we're actually going to be doing some awesome dinner recipes. So who doesn't love to have dinner already ready for you because you've set up your crock pot to go or your Instapot to go? I love that. That's so handy for me. So we're going to be doing a bunch of different dinner recipes that you can prep in the morning. So definitely let me know if you have any specific things that you want to see for our dinner recipes tomorrow. Drop it down here in the comments. I'd love to hear it. But in the meantime, I'm going to pack this up and get ready to eat a delicious lunch salad. So thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure you go ahead to the last blog post that I have so you can sign up for the giveaway. It's literally a no-brainer because I'm just giving you tons of stuff, including the opportunity to win an awesome cookbook. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central for our next meal prep recipe live, all about dinners. Okay, guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks, Randy. Thanks, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.